In this section, I want to talk about email and the power of email marketing to build relationships with your customers. So how do you go about using email effectively? I want to look at how you can build those relationships using e-newsletters and give you one or two examples of those. A simple tip as to how you can add a signature file in your reply emails, which is free marketing and contact information. The principles of good email etiquette. You don't want to overburden people with emails and swamp them, but you want to keep in touch with them. And also the all-important Data Protection Act to make sure that you stay the right side of the law. So how do we go about using email effectively? Well, take every opportunity to gather email addresses in your business and start to convert that sort of analog system of taking down people's physical addresses with email addresses. If you can take both, that's great. Encourage visitors to sign up to your website so they can keep in touch with developments, news, special offers and so on. And keep them in touch with those initiatives of late availability, events and festivals in your area, or perhaps news from your business. You may have added some pony trekking facilities or quad biking or a swimming pool or whatever else. Here are a couple of businesses. This is a business you called the Noah's Ark Zoo Farm. And they're obviously appealing to families with children, wanting to come and see all the animals. So they encourage families to sign up to their Noah's News to keep in touch with new arrivals and special offers at their zoo. Very simple. Add your email address and you've got a subscribe or an unsubscribe click. Hit the Do It Now button and you're on their database. And you can also unsubscribe at any point as well. Another useful tip is to use the signature file in your emails. This is the sort of thing you can add at the bottom with your name, address, your telephone number, your website, and maybe a line or two of promotional information. How do you go about that? Well, in Microsoft Outlook, you go along to the Tools tab, you click on the Tools tab, and you then go to the Options. At the bottom of that menu, Options, and you'll come up with the Mailbox or the Mail Format tab. Hit the Mail Format tab, and you'll hit the Add a Signature. And that will give you a signature that you can type in and it will automatically include it every time you reply to an email or you start a fresh email. And the useful thing about the signature tab is you can also add at the bottom, apart from your contact information, any special notices about booking for Christmas or special late availability. And it may encourage people to get back in touch with you. So what are the essential rules of email marketing? Well, you need to obtain their permission in the first place. You mustn't spam people, you mustn't send unsolicited emails because that will break the Data Protection Act. You should always provide them with an unsubscribe link, or if they do email you saying, please take me off your mailing list, do it immediately. Personalize your email as well, because that is a really important, when you're sending an email out, don't just say dear sir, madam, or dear visitor. If you can get their name, it makes it a lot more personal. Don't leave an empty subject line in your email. And the reason for that is that as the spam filters will pick up on emails that don't have a subject about what the contents are about, and it could automatically get into a spam tray or a spam filter without going through to the intended recipient. Add your signature file, as we've talked about, at the end of the email. Give them also a call to action. Don't just send an email out, but say without any sort of offer, if you like, but you may have late availability or special seasonal offers. Provide them with a plain text one as an alternative to one with graphics and pictures. Keep it short, be creative, and be consistent. So don't send it one every fortnight, perhaps once a quarter or once several months before your main season, so that you let your customers know about forthcoming activities. What I want to finish with in this section is the key principles of the Data Protection Act to make sure that you stay the right side of the law. Ensure that you comply with the Data Protection Act. Personal information must be kept securely, up to date, and processed lawfully and fairly. If you process personal information, you need to inform the Information Commissioner. Now, your business may be exempt. It may not be. If you have to register, it's a nominal cost of £35 a year. There is only one website you need for this. There are lots of scams going around, so do be careful. This is the official Information Commissioner's website. It's at ico.gov.uk. It's a wonderful website full of resources, and they'll tell you very quickly whether or not you need to register as a data holder.